So how do you keep your skill level so high across so many different areas?
Keep my skill level so high? No, that's D.V.D.S. No, seriously. Well, I think the best way to answer that question is I've got lots of students now who are up to black sash level who have been trained with me for up to a period of about 10 years. I train with those on a regular basis, and I also train quite frequently with people of that level on a one-to-one. And I think mainly it's the people who I train with on a one-to-one basis when I'm spending an hour with them that I get the that keeps up the skill levels that way.
I know Wing Chun includes a couple of weapons, but I know you also know how to use other weapons. So what weapons are you actually trained in how to use?
Right. In the early years, in the 70s, I think the first weapon I was in, it would be the nunchaku, followed by the 6-foot staff. The guy who trained in Hong Kong actually taught us the weapon side of it. 6-foot staff, which I believe was mainly from the Shaolin style. In the 1980s, it was Filipino eskrima. We'd do single stick, double stick, stick and knife, etc. That was quite enjoyable. The eskrima was quite good actually, in the sense that it was very similar to Wing Chun, especially like the 2-stick versions. Wing Chun, you might have block and strike, block and strike. There was quite a lot of the movements with the eskrima as well, so that really sort of go hand in hand with it. Further down the line, I met up with a British 1995 British Kung Fu champion who was into Chai Li Foot. We used to trade, techniques. I would teach him Wing Chun, he would teach me Chai Li Foot, and he introduced us to the Chinese broadsword, and I enjoyed that, a new challenge. So that's what we've got: nunchaku, 6-foot staff, Filipino stick, knife, Chinese broadsword, and then of course we've got the 6.5-point Wing Chun pole and the knives.
Okay, so can you tell us why you decided to do the online Wing Chun videos?
Right, the online videos, necessity, right? And I've been hounded for years, from the students, which is fair enough. If we go back maybe 5 or 6 years ago, when videos and everything was in its heyday, lots of my students would come up and say, "John, when are you going to do a Wing Chun instructional video? We've seen videos, different masters doing this, that and the other. Some have been good, some not so good." The main concern of the student was a lot of the Wing Chun videos, all martial arts videos in fact, for that matter, don't seem to come across very well on the instructional side. Right. Knock it on the head. A lot of them tend to come across like, "Look at me, look at me, here's me on the dummy, here's me doing the quad," etc. So my initial thought about was, well, to be honest, I thought it's going to be a lot of work, for little comeback. So I was in two minds. On hindsight, looking back on it, I thought, well, best thing to do is try and come up with some kind of game plan. I thought it through when it would have been maybe about September, October last year. I really sat down and I thought about the future. I've been doing martial arts for that long. This would be the icing on the cake. Do a video. Sat down, I thought about it, racked my brains. If I'm going to do something, I thought I'm going to do it well. So it was a case of, once I've made my mind up, full steam ahead, tunnel vision, nothing else but this video. And most people, who train in the class know that's all I've been talking about. So what I decided to do was around about October, November. I got some friends together, obviously the guys who look after my website. Lots of guys who actually teach others, specialise in, like movie cameras, websites, etc. We got together and I thought, well, can we do this? That was the first thing to do. Obviously, all I can do is the martial arts side of it. I don't know one end of a camera, from the other end, so to speak. We got together, put a plan together, and I thought, right, if we're going to do this, we'll do it right. Thought, what's the best way to do it? I thought, well, do the videos exactly the same way as I would do if, say, you were coming to my class from day one. I'm not going to do all the forms, throw the dummy in, everything but the kitchen sink. We're going to do it slowly, and I want to do it correctly. With this, with the students' interest, it's priority. So, first video we'll put together, and I thought, right, try and think of how you would like to be taught Wing Chun. So I thought, right, we'll bring the guy in as if the scenario was day one into the class. We'll start off salute, ching, explain why we do this. Formation of the stance, how to make the stance mobile, turning left, right, all the building blocks, stance structure, all the important ingredients that you need to get off to a good start. No good jumping in the middle or near the end with bits that will just confuse people. So that's what we started off with. Very nitty, the main ingredients, the basics.
Yeah.
From then on, what we decided to do, we had a look at that. We made, I think it was maybe half a dozen copies of video number 1, and we'll give it to people who we don't know, because obviously if I give it to people who was friends, they're going to turn and say, oh yeah, you're great, excellent, and they would all be great. So what we've done, we'll give it to people like, for example, a local solicitor who doesn't know anything about martial arts, the next door neighbour, guys across the road, people who didn't know anything, and really, really over the moon with the response. All the feedback was great. We enjoyed that. We sat and watched the telly. You've got people sitting in front of the screen trying to do the movements, and the response was 100% positive. That really gave us the incentive to go ahead and make number 2, which we finished, I think, maybe about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Number 2 is actually a follow-on from video number 1. A little bit more exciting because we're doing that a little bit more. And I've actually got number 3 now. The script's wrote, and that should be filming that 2 weeks today as we speak. Yeah. Actually, number 3. But again, to answer the question, we're going to have 3 videos: video 1, 2, and 3, all based on just the basics, Wing Chun basics, from the stance formation up to basic kicks, punches, blocks, packs out, hands out, etc. And just a slow progression. Again, with the guy sitting at home, that's who we want to impress. That's who we want to get excited about learning Wing Chun. Knock it on the head. 2 or 3 videos in the beginning. Get people excited about it. Do a good job, and hopefully we can progress from there. I want to do it on a long-term basis, and I want to do it properly.
Yeah. Okay. So, who are you hoping to reach these videos? Who's going to be your target audience?
Now, again, the good thing about this is, say if you live in America, Russia, anywhere like that, in times gone by, if there were videos and DVDs, you could order online. They would come back to us here in England, and then we'd have to package them, maybe send them by ship or whatever, and it could take up to 6-7 weeks or whatever to get their product. People who want to do Wing Chun and things like that, with the downloads, you can have it today. You can simply go to the shop, click on which one you want, go to the checkout, so to speak, and you can have it more or less, depending on your download speed, half an hour, something like that. So, to answer the question, hopefully we want to get it out to the masses, particularly those people who aren't lucky enough, to attend classes, sitting there, who've always wanted to do it, never had the opportunity before.
So, if somebody downloads these videos, are you going to be offering any additional help or support? Will people be able to ask you questions about what's in the videos and stuff? Or?
Yeah, sure. What we'll do is we'll have obviously email addresses and things like that. In fact, I would welcome any comeback from that. If anyone's got any questions, any ideas, they'll be gladly received. I will try and answer any emails personally, given the opportunity to do that. And yeah, fine. Anybody that's got any questions, any ideas, anything they would like to see we do in the future, would be more than welcome to to get in touch. That would be great.
Okay, so when can we expect to see these videos up online and ready for people to use and download? Right.
Today is March the 22nd. Like I've said earlier, we've got 2 of the 3 videos done up to date. I've got to stress, we're only trying to get 3 up and running at the minute. There will be further videos, later on. Our intention is just to try and get the 3 videos up and running first. The date for that is hopefully sometime in May this year. Hopefully. So the answer is probably sometime in May. That gives us another couple of months to play with. Yeah, fingers crossed, should be ready for that.
Yeah, I think that pretty much concludes all the questions I had for you. So thank you for answering as frankly and honestly as possible.
Good. You're more than welcome. Enjoyed it.